you guys just did your Fozzie with Count Chocula.
Oh, it's the Chris and Jim Show, live from my living room. The Chris and Jim Show, starring Jim and Chris.
Thank you,
Sweetie
the Count Sweetie.
room.
Thank you for that lovely, lovely
I'm
introduction.
going to talk like this the whole show.
Please do not do that. Actually, some people might like your voice better if you do it
Swedish
that way.
chef. Does it sound better than my normal voice?
I think it sounds scarier. It's spooky.
Ooh, right.
Welcome once again to episode 13 of
Oh,
the Chris and Jim Show.
This is fate that it's lucky or unlucky number 13, and it's
some
our
people think it's
Halloween
lucky.
show.
All three shows in the past.
Well,
month
this
have
is
been our
Halloween
show.
week. I am
Halloween
in the
week,
mood.
We have entered this 5 days away till the scariest holiday of the year. I'm sure you're gonna have trick or treaters coming to your door. You're gonna maybe go into some parties, dressing up in funny costumes. We will get into some hockey, some spooky Halloween stuff.
Hey, we can get into some hockey.
Oh my
Let's
God!
talk about the Red Wings. Their recent
just stepped into
injury with Nicholas Kronwall. You got
no one
hit
cares,
from behind.
but I deserve it because I made the mistake. We have
Missed 2 games with a
first and
concussion.
foremost-
Now he's back.
all right. Thank you, Bob McKenzie.
Oh, before we get into anything, I was going to say, live from the Beaver Dam. What do you think?
That's
like
actually
a
not bad.
Beaver Dam?
You know what? I'll give you that. That's actually
I
pretty
worked
good.
on that one on Tuesday
Anyways,
night.
we like to dedicate today's show to Mike and the Mechanics.
Yes.
We have emails to get to. Our spooky story, our last spooky story, which is the spookiest story of all the spooky stories. We have a couple celebrities in the news today. Guess which one is which, or guess one of those. You can obviously tell.
Our top 5?
Our top 5. House. One of us almost died
Twice.
twice. We'll get to that a little bit later on the show. First and foremost, though, like you said, our fans are always most important to us. We want to get started with their emails and things like that.
Yes.
That they send to us. So
We have one comment from Kenneth Birchie saying, Almighty, have you heard your own podcast? 60 hertz hum and no bass. Please clean it up. By the way, Tigers suck.
Well,
I think that was directed at me.
Yeah, I think it was. Well, Kenneth, I have 2 things to say to you. 1, thank you for listening to the show, and 2, I'm sorry, I got distracted by the noise.
Chris is distracted. He's a little scared with his coffee machine.
Yeah, seriously, it sounds very in the woods. And number 2, you're right. Actually, our sound.
make coffee in the woods?
And the Tigers do suck.
No, they don't. Well, I can't really argue because they're out.
And,
So,
well, happy trails to Jim Leland, who just got fired.
yeah.
Oh, yeah, he said he resigned, but we all know it really happened.
Shush. This is another comment from TDP Wildcat. I think this is from Tommy Palomares. He goes, I will be your big black bouncer, Jimmy. I think he's referring to the Bieber show we had where Justin Bieber was on his bouncer's shoulders at a club.
So you have one guy insulting
I've got one
you
big guy
and
who
one
says-
guy. We should have them both on the show and see what
Yeah,
happens. We have
okay.
a little, like when you get the red ants and the black ants and you put them together.
I like that. Okay. And then we have one more message.
Look at all these messages we're
I
getting.
know.
I'm loving it.
From Naveed A Sexy on Twitter, he says, at Chris and Jim Show, more Arnold! I want to know his answers to all of life's questions.
That
Well,
is funny you mentioned. Now stop. Hey,
that-
Arnold, you calm down.
Nah,
I know you
you-
like the show, but we only bring you out.
that
when
was
it's
just
really
Chris
fun.
impersonating. We don't have him on the show.
Yeah, he's
this
on the
time.
show today.
He's a tough guy to get a hold of.
He really
but,
is.
Naveed, we will work on getting more Arnold. And
My goodness, they're just rolling in right now.
they are. Remember last week I said if we don't get 3 hashtag BieberWatch comments,
I
it's
remember that
gone?
challenge very well.
Well, it's still the Beaver Dam. We got 3 messages. Thank you to Chad Vish, Keita McLaughlin, Aaron Marujo, and me. I sent one in. So that's 4 bonus points.
Oh my goodness! Yeah, all 4 of you who sent, well, excluding Jim, all 4 of you who sent those in.
You're our super fans.
Thank you for listening. I guess is what I can say. Guys.
Chris is angry.
Unbelievable. Well, since we're keeping the segment that only one of us likes, I say it's probably the best time to get into it right now. Here is this week's Bieber Watch with Jim.
Beaver Watch!
Live
Okay.
from the...
Beaver Dam.
There you go.
Ooh, that's good. So this week, it's not really about Justin Bieber, but a fan of his. This is pretty funny.
So are you on Bieber Watch this week?
What? No. This guy is a super believer. This guy in his 30s, he's a 33-year-old, quotations, man named, can I say his name?
Yes, you can.
Toby Sheldon.
Toby Sheldon. Those are 2 of the
Sheldon.
nerdiest names I've ever heard in my life.
Yes. Spent over $100,000. He saved up...
$100,000?
Yes, saving up over the course of 5 years to get plastic surgery to make him look more like Justin Bieber.
Wow. So wait, I'm actually very impressed that he saved up over $100,000 in 5 years.
Yes.
So that's pretty damn impressive.
I don't know if he got loans out or what, but yeah, this guy spent $15,000 alone on his smile surgery to look more like Bieber.
I've seen a picture of the guy right now. We will upload it to the Facebook page so you guys can have a picture of it if you haven't seen it yet. And the plastic surgery makes him look like, the 17-year-old Justin Bieber when he was just...
No, he doesn't look anything
when he was
like
coming out. Like the new and improved Justin Bieber with like the slick back blonde hair.
Oh, you're referring to his hair? Like the bowl cut?
Exactly, yeah, Lloyd Christmas.
Yeah. Yeah, that is probably one of the creepiest things I've ever seen in my life. And now he's being called...
That's a statement coming from you.
Toby Bieber is his new nickname, so...
Toby Bieber.
Congratulations,
I think
you'll
Toby
never
Sheldon
get
was
laid
better.
again.
You're right, yeah.
So that's Bieber Watch. It's just kind of an awkward, creepy,
Well,
scary
Toby Sheldon,
one.
kudos to you for your dedication. If any of you would like to save up over $100,000 to look like either Chris and Jim, please send us your pictures. We'd love to see that.
What?
I don't know, our fans. We got fans out there.
None of our fans have $100,000 to burn.
I think all of our fans' combined income doesn't equal $100,000.
Oh, man.
Did we just insult all of our fans? Oh, I did, actually.
Mo money, mo problems.
That's what I say. Well, speaking of Mo Money, Mo Problems, my favorite celebrity is actually in the news. I'm going to segue your segment into mine.
Dre?
No, the one and only Kanye West, everyone's favorite rapper. Of course, you all know a few months ago he was involved in a controversy when he assaulted a paparazzi in Los Angeles LAX airport. He claimed that it was, quote, necessary for his self-defense and safety was justified in doing those acts. He pushed the cameraman down to the floor. He is currently facing assault charges for that. Well, not too long ago, according to the according to a Hollywood Reporter article, Kanye West actually invited the family of that paparazzi and himself, paparazzo himself, to a restaurant.
And what kind of restaurant?
Very swanky restaurant, actually. It was in West Hollywood. I'm trying to see if there was the article names it here. It does not, but it's anyway. So, a swanky restaurant in West Hollywood.
Hollywood.
Yes. Thank you for that. So they run up a $12,000 bill, and Kanye West skips out on it, and he left the family and the paparazzi with the $12,000, saying, quote, to TMZ, who caught up with him, by the time he pays that off, his kids will be taking pictures of my kids' taking a expletive. He was angry when he left, and so Kanye West left the paparazzi and his family with a $12,000 tab.
Ouch.
I say kudos to you, Kanye West. Way to fight back.
You know he's going to get that money from whatever...
Exactly, that's why he did it.
Cheap magazine he works for.
Well, he's also going to get it from Kanye West when they eventually settle out of court for the millions of dollars he'll get for the alleged assault.
Man, Kanye's so hard.
He is, right?
That is like
agree.
I can't think of anything more gangster than taking a guy out to dinner and not killing him and just running out on the tab.
I know you're being sarcastic right now, but see, he's smart. That's
not smart. Just shoot the
age.
guy.
He's a new age hard rapper. Hard
that's
gangster.
not new age. There's no such thing as new age hard.
Yes,
Hard is hard.
Well, in the PC world that we live in, that's very, very hard.
Oh,
no concussions in the NFL. That's being hard right there.
He is so not West Coast like us.
He's not. He's actually from Chicago.
Yeah,
so you're right.
He wishes he was from Chicago.
He's more Chicago than you.
I'm not saying I'm Chicago.
You're Mr. Chicago.
I'm not Mr. Chicago.
He lives there all of 1 year, and he's just like a native, apparently.
Me?
Yes, you.
I never said I was a native.
Yes,
I'm just saying this guy's not hard.
Oh, Kanye West, keep doing what you're doing. Paparazzis, calm down. You guys all suck. We deal with the paparazzi every single time we go out.
Do we?
No, but I wish. One can dream, right?
Bieber Dam!
No. Well, I mean, these paparazzis and stuff, these paparazzis that are out there are like taking their lives in their own hands. Some of them almost die when they do this stuff.
That's true.
One of us, actually, this week, almost died.
I haven't told you the stories yet, so I think you'll enjoy them.
All right. Well, so yeah.
So this is.
Wait, you said you almost died twice?
Yes, it was almost like Final Destination this week
charm.
for me. Yeah, I know. It's. I'm watching out. I'm staying home this weekend.
I'm just kidding. I do love Jim. I don't want him to actually die.
Thank you. I appreciate that. So it was two quick stories. The first one, I'm driving down the freeway on Tuesday, and this tow truck next to me, his left tire blows out, so he starts swerving. He's got an SUV chained to the top of the truck.
Now, you are a CDL licensed driver.
I am a commercial driver's licensed
so you can handle
owner.
this.
So I could have assisted him. If I wasn't in my company car, I would have been able to, smash my truck into his, jump onto the truck, and then jump through the window and help him.
Like Keanu Reeves in Speed?
Pretty much.
I got you, okay.
And I was willing to do that, but, I was in my company car.
Safety first.
So he after his tire completely blows out, he smashes into the median, the cement barriers, and the SUV starts rocking. He's going about 70, and the thing tips over, starts rolling down the freeway right next to me because I was in the center lane passing him since he wasn't going fast enough. So this thing's blowing up next to me. I'm swerving, just driving my little.
Sounds like your stunt double should have been in this scene.
It was intense. This thing's rolling over. I pull over to the side to make sure he was all right, and he was fine. He didn't have any scratches on him, but the car was totaled.
He walked away from this.
He walked away.
SUV flips over.
No. His truck's the one that smashed into the barrier, and the truck was totaled as well.
I see.
But the SUV is the thing that went completely pancake.
That's crazy. It's funny. I didn't hear anything about this on the news.
Yeah, I would. No, well, it's not. It was no one died. Why would it be on the news? It was on the radio news. I'm not making this up.
Not the real way.
He's trying to rile me up, ladies and gentlemen.
All
right, number 2. Yes, I was at another account of mine, and I was stocking their fridge, their cooler walk-in, and apparently there was the air conditioner was leaking Freon, so it was taking out all the oxygen in the room. And I'm, I've been in there for maybe 10 minutes, and I started getting really lightheaded. I'm like, I just need to eat. And I started coughing. I was like, all right, I'm not feeling so good. I'm kind of getting blurry vision and lightheaded.
But these are normal symptoms.
These are normal symptoms.
I guess I'll keep working.
So the next thing I know, the manager comes running. He's like, what are you doing in here? You can't be in here. We got a Freon leak. You need to get out of here. There's no oxygen in here. Like, you're going to die if you keep hanging in here. So, we
this
run out.
Manager's very smart.
He knew what was going on. He had already called and everything. So that was my... number 2 encounter with
death.
You
almost got poisoned to death.
I almost got
like Matt Damon Elysium. People were just like, wow, that's crazy.
Or Panic Room, as I was telling you about.
That too. Very. That's so. When you have a brush with death,
yes.
What goes through your head?
The first time?
Yes.
I was pretty cool and collected.
Cool, calm, and collected. Okay.
Yeah. I don't get too riled up.
Except when I'm talking.
Yes. If someone's offending me or trying to get a rise out of me, then
Ruffle
I get
your feathers.
Yeah, then it's easy to do that. But
Jimmy's getting rustle.
It wasn't too bad. It was kind of fun, seeing that happen, like a car. Just
kind of fun.
No one was in.
Kind of fun seeing a guy almost die.
I knew no one was in the car.
Right so my day.
I didn't mind it. It was just.
Well, yeah, it wasn't your life.
Fun to watch.
Yeah, exactly.
There was no one in the car.
A car drove itself.
The SUV was on top of the truck, so the truck smashed, and I saw him, and the SUV was rolling.
I'm not gonna lie, I really didn't pay attention to that story, so that's probably why I have so many questions.
And you're not even you just woke up. There's no way you're drunk, so why aren't you listening?
Thank you for that accusation.
And one other thing, I had a kind of a fun dream. I thought I would share it with you.
Ooh, a dream, okay.
I was in my dream. I'm at a bar, and I'm with some friends. I don't remember who it was. But these other guys come up to us. Are you listening to this one?
Yes, you're at a bar. Other guys come up to you.
So they start, talking smack and trash. So
I know how much you hate that.
Oh, I didn't like that. So we end up getting in a big fight. No, it was not Kanye West. Allegedly, or whatever we have to say to cover our butts. Oh, okay. So we get in a fight with these guys, and we end up winning. We beat the poop out of them. And as we're leaving, the bartender goes, "Hey, here's your tab." And I'm like,
the bartender still makes you pay for the tab.
But in my dream, I get the tab, and
you punch him in the face.
No, she charged me for every combo action move I did in the dream. So I was like 2 punches, and it was like $30. Like I had roundhouse kicks, and that was on the tab. So I was like, that's a kind of a fun dream, Like I get charged for all these cool moves I did.
That's actually it doesn't sound fun at all. You protect the bar.
It was like a $2,000 tab for all the damage I did on these hooligans.
It's like the mayor at the end of Avengers when they save the world. It's someone has to pay for this. Avengers, give me your money.
Yeah, it was not. I mean, it was.
You're like a vigilante in your dream.
But that kind of sparked an idea for our top 5.
Indeed, it did. Today's top 5 is going to be a bit of a competition, and you, the viewers or listeners, can decide who is the winner. Today's theme of the top 5 is going to be top 5 movie monsters that we would like to have on our side in a bar fight.
Yes,
indeed, it is. So I guess I will start us off with my number 1.
I always start off number 5. You always say, always.
Yeah, that's right. I had everything reversed right there.
See, I told you, podcast number 13.
That's right. I'm starting to believe you. Everything's all discombobulated.
We got a leak at the Beaver Dam.
We got to plug that hole quickly.
Should I go?
Go ahead. Yeah, go ahead. So
right.
Number 5.
My number 5, Jason.
Jason Voorhees, whatever.
Yeah.
From the Friday the 13th.
Friday the 13th.
Oh my God, it's all coming together.
Hashtag 13.
All right, so explain why.
He's just a big guy, and you had picked a guy earlier that I would have picked, so this is my...
Your counter...
this is my diet.
You're counteracting my picks. All right. Well, I'll get to that one later. My number 5 goes to the Headless Horseman from Sleepy Hollow.
What?
He's on a horse, so he's mobile. He's damn sure dedicated to
He
the
can't
cause.
come into the bar though. Oh, maybe he can as long as it's not on the.
Oh, they're gonna allow
bridge.
Jason into the bar, but not the Headless Horseman.
He's on a horse.
They'll park it outside like a saloon.
He's gonna park the horse.
Exactly. Yeah, he'll lead it to water. He'll be fine.
Oh, gosh.
He's dedicated. He'll come for your head, and he just
Now, is this the Disney Headless Horseman, or is this the
Tim
Christopher
Burton-
Walken?
The Christopher Walken. Actually, even if you put Christopher
Wow.
Walken's head, no, I'm in the ball fight. That's a terrible Christopher Walken. But you get the point. He had like the jagged teeth and all that stuff.
Oh,
Bring it on. Yeah.
scary.
So Headless Horseman, number 5.
Okay, my number 4 is the shark from Jaws. Dun,
Oh,
Dun,
well, we're gonna need a
dun,
bigger
dun.
bar.
Ooh,
Yes,
that was
you get it?
good.
Yeah,
I like that.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, I got the shark.
Okay.
Great
all
white.
right. Great white shark. All right, my number 4, and my number 4 goes to the alien from Aliens, or Alien, the whole story.
Now, is this the big alien, or is this the one that you're going to put in my chest
Ooh,
and have
I
it
didn't even
burst
think
out?
about that. You know what? I would probably. Well, if for your theory is like you want to win the battle, even when after the battle's done with, after you win, you still have the alien.
You're going to have it wrapped around my face?
I know, but I'm going to go with the big alien already fully grown because that thing is just a caged animal and just go after everything. It's a wild card. He might attack some of my dudes, but I want him on my side.
Okay. All right. So my number 3 to counteract that is the Predator.
Nice. Alien versus Predator will be settled once and for all in our top 5 bar fight.
If I could have picked Arnold as a monster, I would have picked him. But
Well, but you could have Mr. Freeze. Would that count as a monster?
no, I wanted Arnold in Predator,
Oh,
so I'll just go with the Predator.
all right, fair enough.
Plus, he's got camouflage.
That's true. It's very, very
Pretty
true.
cool.
But if it's a small space in the bar, we could probably find him.
True.
There's going to be a lot of charged moves for that
Yes.
tab if this takes place in the bar in your dream. All right, my number 2 is it?
3.
Number 3. My number 3 is Beetlejuice.
That's tough, because what if I punch you in the mouth before you finish saying Beetlejuice? Is it 5 times?
It's 3 times. I think I can get it out
I
there,
thought
but
Candyman was 3 times.
Beetlejuice is 3 times too.
I think
They're
you're
the
wrong.
same.
I think you're wrong, Chris.
I prove me wrong.
Bloody
and I will-
Mary's 3 times. Candyman's 3.
and
Beetlejuice is 5.
Beetlejuice is 3. Have you seen the movie?
Agree to disagree.
Because I'm right. That's just a smart move there. But no, Beetlejuice. He can morph into anything. Plus, he's funny. You'll have some entertainment while we fight.
He's not winning any fights.
We'll win all the
Michael
fights.
Keaton. He's like the nicest guy in Hollywood.
He's Batman. He's saying the nicest guy. Multiplicity.
He doesn't kill anyone
I
as
should have picked
Batman.
Michael Keaton. He could be Batman. He could be Multiplicity. He could be Beetlejuice.
Multiplicity.
You
no,
try to take-
you picked Beetlejuice, not Michael Keaton.
All right, fine. Well, he can morph anything. Plus, he's funny. He'll make me laugh. I like it. Beetlejuice, number 3.
That would be cool because he's a good drinking buddy afterwards.
Exactly.
He's got
See?
some
Yeah.
stories.
Yeah.
Ah, that's good. See, I didn't pick anyone cool to talk. I picked Jason, Predator. I can't talk to you.
You
A
just
shark.
you just got down the
The
business.
shark.
You just got down the business
All right,
with this.
my number 2, The Thing from The Thing.
That's a good pick, though.
Because that can become anything, kind of like Beetlejuice.
Exactly.
But it could look like one of your guys.
Yeah, I could be chilling with Beetlejuice after I think we've won.
Oh,
the
Michael
fight.
Keaton, you're so funny.
This
and
is
then,
great.
oh, I'm The Thing.
Oh, Jim
Dead.
wins. Unbelievable. The Thing is a good candidate to be the last one
Thank
standing.
you.
All right, so my number 2, Godzilla.
You ain't getting Godzilla in no bar.
I'll find a way.
You can't fit a big old Japanese lizard dragon in a
You can
bar.
put a shark in a bar.
That's a good
It's
point.
not Shark Tank. Come on now.
All right, let's cancel those out because there's no way I'm getting
All
a
right,
shark
that's
in a
fair.
bar.
Well, our top 5's been reduced by 1. But,
All right.
all right, that was my number 2. Go
All
ahead.
right, Godzilla's good though.
All right.
Gojira. My number 1, The Invisible Man.
Ooh, that's pretty good. I was thinking because what's funny, I was thinking, should I put Kevin Bacon and Hollow Man in this list?
Oh, so he
But-
rapes me?
yeah, it'll get you off your game, won't it?
That was a creepy movie.
It really was. Actually,
It started off cool, and then he,
started.
R's that girl.
Yeah, he started doing
Whoa.
what every guy would probably do if they had that power.
Jeez, no, the what is it? The thoughts and opinions of the Chris and Jim show are
Oh
those
yeah,
solely of
the views and
T-Bone.
opinions expressed on the Chris and Jim show are solely those of Chris and Jim, and not necessarily reflective.
No, no, of
views and
Chris.
opinions of- well,
If I become invisible, I'm not gonna
covering all our
rape
bases.
anyone.
By the way, I'm pretty sure I heard Chad Vitch say if I said that little disclaimer one more time, he was going
He's gonna give you a wedgie.
That's well, come at me, Chad. You know where to find me, Chad. I'm not a hard man to find.
You better take some invisible pills so he
Yeah,
doesn't
you
get you.
think your beard intimidates me? It does, but that's beside the point.
So yeah, my guy's Invisible Man. That's my go-to.
All right. Well, my number 1, since Godzilla's out of the picture, my number 1 is Michael Myers from Halloween. Exactly, a guy. I mean, you can be running from one side of the bar to the other, and you think, "Oh, I'm safe. I'm safe." Nope, he's walking, but he's still caught up to you. And plus, he is just a big dude. He doesn't go
burly.
down. So that's
And what is he cursed? So you can't kill him?
yes, I believe
that
that's
the story?
That's the case. So you have to basically like put him in a vat of cement or something just to subdue him. You can't kill Michael Myers.
T-Bone, where are you getting Nevada cement at a bar?
I don't know.
Well, that's good. That's what I have to worry about.
You that question.
All right, that's a good one. Michael
All right,
Myers
so let's do
tough.
a quick recap of our top 4 since we both excluded one. Team Chris is Michael Myers, the alien from Aliens, Beetlejuice, and the Headless Horseman.
I've got Jason Voorhees, Predator, The Thing from The Thing, Shark didn't count, and Invisible Man.
All right, those are our top 4 buddies we don't have in a bar fight, and of course, Chris and Jim are included on these lists.
Yes.
So if you think whoever you think has the better team, whoever you think our team would win, please hashtag us with either Team Chris or hashtag Team Jim, and we'll get the results next week's show.
Yes. So yeah, just Twitter them.
Yeah,
Let us know what you
Twitter,
think.
Facebook, email, whatever you want to, however you want to contact us. Hashtag Team Chris, hashtag Team Jim. I repeat, hashtag Team Chris.
I'm gonna win. I got a good feeling.
I don't know. Well, yeah, no. I
I've
like
got
my
a good team. Kirk Gibson's managing my monster team. Now that Leland's retired,
You're supposed to be the manager of your monster team.
I'm the captain.
You can't even decide your manager. How are you going to win this fight?
I'm GM captain. That old shtick.
Your player coach, player captain.
No,
You're
not
Reggie-
I'm
you're
not
Reggie
coach. I'm
Dunlap
GM
of-
captain. Happens all the time in the minors.
Apparently. Well, I'll have freaking Dave Tippett as my coach of the team.
Anyways,
I used the hockey reference. I thought you'd like that. Meh.
This should lead us into the final supernatural scary segment.
You know, I'm actually being completely honest when I say I'm sad to see these go, and I'm happy to see them go because they keep me up at night.
This one was the scariest one.
We've said that about the past 3, but I think
This
I'm going to
one
agree with you on
is
this.
so scary. I met this guy. I won't say his name.
Okay.
I met him up in northern Arizona, and he took me out, camping overnight with a couple of his buddies and his family.
I'm not even going to go there.
Oh God, you're so
Funny, I know.
juvenile. Nothing
That's true.
happened. He did not become Hollow Man and rape me in the woods. This is just a family
Is this the
gathering.
sequel to Hollow Man?
There was plenty of women and children there. There was nothing creepy about it. And he told us this story about this. Should I ruin it?
No,
Oh.
don't ruin it. Just you can do teasers. He told the
An
story.
encounter he had in the mid '80s up in Wyoming on a hunting trip with some friends of his. Pretty intense stuff, and he's never, come out and said anything. He's never written a book about it or been on the news. So I gotta believe him because he's not trying to make a dime off it.
That's very true. If he's on our show, he's definitely not making a dime. So I definitely agree with you on that aspect.
The Chris and Jim credit card only goes so deep.
Exactly. We
So
spent
deep,
it on taking
so
an
deep,
interview
put her to
Arnold,
sleep.
and you have to edit that. You said a bad word.
Damn.
Not really, but the trips to go visit Arnold, the trips sending you out in the field, our budget's running thin.
Thank goodness the fiscal year's almost up.
It's indeed. It's going to be. We'll get reimbursed from our producer, and we'll have another run of 2014. But that's.
I
it.
hope so, soon.
Anyways, so let's get down to it. The 4th and final installment of
The Chris and Jim Show's Supernatural Scary segment. Skada verluf, men som blir varken under fullmånen, akta mannen som vandrar i manskenet, var hanen är förbund för evigt. This is Jim Gribben reporting to you live in the field from northern Arizona. I'm here today with who has agreed to meet with me and tell me his story about a hunting trip in Wyoming that went terribly wrong over 25 years ago. So, without further ado, if you're ready, let's begin.
Well, thank you very much for having me. This story takes place late fall of 1984 when we were hunting in Wyoming. Just starting to get real cold. We were hunting timber wolves, and there's a couple of buddies of mine and I, actually 2 buddies, been out there for a couple of days. One day we came walking across another guy who we thought might have been out there hunting. But there's something different about him, and there's something not quite right. And he wasn't carrying a bow, and he wasn't dressed up like anybody that was hunting. And I'll never forget his eyes. They were like a light brown, almost a goldish yellow. These types of eyes, you just just could see through him. It was like lifeless. And we stopped and said hello to him. He didn't say anything. He just kept walking by. Just never turned around, just kept right on walking. Wasn't a real friendly type, that was for sure. So we went about out on our way. And finally we got back on track, spotted a wolf and tracked it for about 3 clicks. Finally I got an open shot, took my shot, hit him right in the ribs, and walked up to him. It was probably a shot from about 65 yards. Well, as I got closer and closer, I kept looking. I said, where'd that wolf go? And grass wasn't very high where we were walking up to him, but I couldn't see the wolf. And finally I got up there and I could see patches of blood on the ground. There's one problem. They're all surrounded by clothes. There was no wolf. And I thought, what the heck? And I kept looking around, and then I looked back at those clothes again, and I thought, I'd seen these clothes before. And then I realized it was the guy that we had just seen earlier. The guy that didn't have any friendliness towards him or anything else. He just walked away from us. But those were the same exact clothes. Later on that night, when we were getting ready to go to bed, we could hear a howl off in the distance. I kind of looked outside the tent, kind of looked around just to see what I might see. And all of a sudden I could see these eyes. It was a full moon, but I could see these eyes off in the distance. And one problem, it wasn't like any type of animal where the eyes reflect the light back. This was different. These were like human eyes that were shining. It was the same eyes that I'd seen in that guy that walked by us earlier. And I'll never forget it. It just made the hair stand up on the back of my neck. I got my .45, went walking out there to see if I could see anything. I couldn't find anything. Couldn't find anyone, couldn't find any tracks, couldn't find anything that looked like anybody had been out there. So I finally decided I'd go to bed. But in the morning, I woke up, I found a big, huge gash in my tent. It looked like a huge claw had torn through the side of my tent. Don't know what it was. Didn't look like a bear claw, but I know something was trying to get into that tent, and maybe he was trying to come after me.
Holy cow, that is by far the scariest story we've had on the show. I am not blowing any hot air. That is intense. Well, thank you so much for being on the show.
Well, thank you for having me.
And you never encountered that guy you saw out in the woods again, did you?
I never encountered that. Of course, I never went back to Wyoming after that either.
Hey, I don't blame you.
I didn't want to. That was a little on the shocking side.
Couldn't agree with you more. That's one of those stories that you believe because, just speaking with you, you're, a normal, regular guy, and you're not, trying to make money off of this story. You're just, this is what I saw, this is what happened. I'm not saying one way or the other what it was, but, the facts are there. This is what happened, and this is what I saw. So, from northern Arizona, this is Jim Gribben reporting to you live in the field. Back to the studio.
Oh, wow.
Right?
I'm shaking. I'm a little nervous right now.
Can you imagine if that happened to you?
No, I don't want to imagine anything remotely close happening.
I never want to go camping again.
I never wanted to go camping in the first place, and that just further reiterates that fact.
Have you ever been camping?
I think my dad took me when I was a very, very a wee child, so I don't remember that. So technically, no.
I can't even imagine.
Yeah, I mean, first off, you sleep outdoors. It's just gross. And secondly, it's.
If that happened to me,
I just dropped my pen.
I wouldn't be the same.
Distorted right now. Look at me. Jesus.
You're riled up.
That's
flustered.
That's one way to put it. My goodness.
This guy's got some courage.
He really does. Yeah. Well, I want to I want to give a big shout out to the 4 individuals who took part in this series and sharing their stories with us. That's a lot of alliteration right there. Yes, thank you for your courage and thank you for being on the show. And just keep on trucking.
We appreciate it. So yeah, that is it for our Supernatural Scary segment. This is the last Halloween-themed episode that we're doing. But speaking of Halloween, T-Bone,
That's that.
what are you going to be for Halloween?
You know,
What's your costume?
I've never really been the biggest Halloween fan. That's well documented. However, people, friends of ours, we go out and we have a good time, and you feel like a loser when you're not taking part of the festivities and you're just dressed normally when all these random people are wearing costumes. Because you think when you go, I'm just going to be cool and wear casual clothes, and then you get there and you're actually the idiot.
At this point, you got to have something.
Exactly. It's where I find it odd that Halloween, as you become more adult, you're like obligated to participate, even if you don't want to. And
You have to. It's fun.
well, define fun. To me,
Fun is fun.
fair enough. Well, I don't know. So back to the question at hand. I think I might bust out CM Punk again, or I might go as Where's Waldo. I don't know.
Again, you can't repeat costumes. You're not 4.
It's easy. It's cheap. I got the materials already. And I really don't like spending money on Halloween on a costume. It's kind of ridiculous.
Easy and cheap are always things that have gone together with fun.
Yes, that's actually a good
Being
good
sarcastic,
statement.
but
I thought you were going to go somewhere totally different with those two
Yeah.
words, but okay.
keeping it classy.
Thank you for
In
that.
Sweeney's living room.
So yeah, that's what I'll do for Halloween.
So you're gonna do a repeat costume.
And I am damn proud of it.
Sweeney, what are you gonna be for Halloween?
I haven't even figured it out yet.
Yeah, we're less than a week away.
I know. It's
Is it?
crunch time.
Are people dressing up this weekend?
Yes, this weekend is when everything's going down.
Okay.
There'll
Good.
obviously some stragglers will go throughout the week, but this weekend, as what I've heard from Josh
Interesting.
Escobedo, who's a reputable source,
Okay.
that everything's going down this weekend.
All right.
Yeah. So what are you going to be for Halloween?
I think I'm gonna be Jim Carrey in The Cable Guy. His outfit.
Chip Douglas.
Chip
so
and
wait, you
Ernie
mean Chip Douglas, Larry Tate, or
I'm gonna be
the Great
whatever-
Magoo?
whatever his character is in costume when he goes and beats the crap out of Owen Wilson.
The matriarch in the bathroom attendant?
Yeah.
Matriarch. That's not a matriarch. Is not
Matriarch is back in biblical times
Oh,
when
God.
a clan or a group had a
Maitre
leader.
D. That's the word I was looking for.
Yeah,
I think.
maitre d'. A matriarch is when a woman would be in
when
when a woman would be in charge of everything. I don't know why I just laughed. I think there was something on
because
TV.
it was the 1800s. They didn't know what was going on.
Well, in biblical times, I said, not 1800s.
Even better.
Even older than the 1800s.
They had some stuff to figure out.
Yeah, that's what a matriarch was, and a maitre d is a maitre d isn't in the bathroom either.
I don't even know. But
Maitre d is the person that greets you. It's like a glorified
Like the-
host.
like the
No
Walmart
offense to
person?
anyone whose parent is a maitre d or is a maitre d themselves.
Well, we are.
Is it? No, let me look it up really quick. Maitre d. I don't know. I spell maitre d.
Yeah. See, it's one of those words. I don't even know what. I put it together.
Yeah, I was right. I don't know what the other one is though.
Fair enough.
But you have any shout outs?
yes, I want to give a shout out to Daniel Tosh. Thank you for a
You
very,
can't shout out a celebrity.
well, I'm doing it. It's my shout. I can do what I want with it. Shout out to Daniel Tosh for having a very entertaining show last night in Phoenix. We all went to it. It was a good time. Had a good time. Laughing a lot. The Chris and Jim show opened for him. It was great. And yeah, so there you go, Daniel Tosh. Keep doing what you do.
Were you impressed? Did he go?
Yes, I seen
Was he
him.
vulgar enough for you?
I had seen him once before, and I thought that was hilarious. And I was kind of concerned that he was going to have a bit of a letdown, maybe phone it in this time because he's even bigger star than he was before.
Right.
But no, I actually thought it was a really, really funny show. He had some good stuff, and I enjoyed it thoroughly.
Good.
Yes, indeed. So how about you? You have any shout-outs?
I do. I've got 2. Paul Quintero, thank you so much for helping me yesterday with some signage for the Chris and Jim show. And to my aunt Lourdes, Maria de Lourdes Heslip down in Tucson. It was her birthday yesterday.
Oh, happy birthday.
Happy birthday. So, I think without further ado,
Yeah, you're right. That will wrap it up. That concludes our Halloween-themed episodes of The Chris and Jim Show. Be sure to follow us on Instagram and Twitter at Chris and Jim Show. Like The Chris and Jim Show on Facebook. If you have any emails for anything at all, remember, hashtag Team Chris, hashtag Team Jim for the monster movie bar fight. You can email that to us at chrisandjimshow@gmail.com. Be sure to visit the website, chrisandjimshow.com. Man, all these plugs I got to shout out. I'm liking it a lot. It's good
Yeah.
stuff. Indeed. Well, if there's nothing else, I'm Chris Hernandez.
I'm Jim.
You guys have a great rest of the week.
Take care.